Hello, this is Denise with Minty Green Mama, and today I just wanted to talk planners. My favorite thing about the end of the year is kind of looking forward to the new year, but I always feel like a sense of starting like fresh, like just this fresh start feeling where I can have this time to like get my life in order and kind of come at it again in the new year. And so one of the big things for me is planners and planners and journals, and getting all that, like the paper stuff. Like I love paper books, I like to hold things in my hand and, instead of electronic books. And I also love paper planners. Online planners work great. It's just not my thing. So, I have like my little stack of planners over here, and I have a few, and I'm going to use them and see which ones work for me, and then keep with the ones that are working and set aside the ones that aren't, and see how it goes. So my first planner is just like a big blue sky planner. I love this one because it has like the big squares, big rectangles for me to fill in. I love having a lot of space to write because I write a lot of lists. This is going to be specifically just for my homeschool planner, but also for a few like day-to-day things. So that's going to be like my mundane kind of life planner, although it's not like, it's still special, but it's special in its own way. It's not going to be like my witchy tarot planner. I'm sure there'll be some crossover, but that is going to be for that. And then now these are journals that I have. This is my tarot journal that I'm using right now. I don't know like how I'd never heard of these things before. This is a hybrid note binder, but I just found these recently. I just don't like working in like the big 3-ring binders, and but I wanted the flexibility of like having a lot of writing space, like just with the loose leaf paper and everything, and because I write a lot, like for my tarot readings, like I tend to, some are short and then some like I write like a ton of stuff, so I like having a lot of writing space, but I wanted to be able to rearrange and organize it because this is the notebook I carry around with me, and then I like being able to, if like say I do a journal entry or I do something else, then I can take that out and put it somewhere else later and just keep this just tarot readings. And then later I can move all these pages into this bigger one. This one's brand new. It still has the cover on it. But this is like the bigger binder. And then I can move the pages into here, and then I can put some fresh paper in here and just keep that as my everyday, carry around tarot journal. Because mine actually, sometimes I can do a tarot reading upstairs, sometimes I do them here in my little sacred space. So it kind of has to be mobile. So I like that for that. And then this is just the bigger size. And this is going to kind of actually be like a book. It's going to turn into like the book shadows, like my book of shadows with like, it might have tarot journal. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to use it, but the system I have now is just like hardbound books. And so I can't rearrange them the way that I'd like. So I'm kind of playing with the whole binder system, and these are just more flexible than most. And you can still like open them up just like a 3-ring binder, but you can have it like fold over like a spiral notebook, and it's just flexible, and it's just so convenient. So I just love those. So that's my tarot journal potential book shadows for 2019. And this one I'm excited about. I found this is a happy planner. I'm just starting to get into the disc bound system. So because of the flexibility of rearranging things and adding more pages in, I wasn't sure, what system to start with, and so this, just happened to be on sale, so I picked this one up, and it says Free Spirit, and then when you open it, it says, "Hey Moonchild." So I thought, yeah, that's the one for me. I love that. And right now it just has like a basic calendar in it, but what I what I thought I'd really like to use this for, as well as just like playing around with the disc file system and seeing what I like for that, but I thought I'd like to use this for like classes that I'm taking and different like things that I'm studying like personally, and kind of keeping track of that in here so I can kind of see how things are progressing, because I'm going to try to keep myself on task a little bit more in 2019, and not just kind of, because I have a tendency to be like, I'm really interested in that, oh, shiny thing over here, I'm really interested in that, and and just like, so I feel like I'm know a little bit about a bunch of things, but in 2019 I really want to be able to focus and like really learn a lot about just a few things. And I know I've seen that on so many videos, like people talking about having a depth year, and I really want to do that. I mean, that kind of goes perfectly with the way I've been headed lately, of the way I've been feeling. Like I really feel the need to be more in depth about my studies and my passions, and even though I am multi-passionate, I just like to pick a few things and say, just for this year, this is what I'm going to focus on. And I think I can do that, knowing like I'm not saying forever for the rest of my life, I'm just this year. And so this notebook is for keeping me on task with like the things that I'm learning and studying. And I'll add to that and change that, as I go. I'm just kind of starting out with that. And so this is, I think, what I'm the most excited about, and this is going to be my new bullet journal. I had just gotten started bullet journaling earlier this year, and I had a smaller journal. I don't have it with me, but I believe it was a Voice-Term. I don't know if that's how you say that. 1917. I should have looked that up, but but it is, a smaller one than this. This is a Piccadilly notebook, and it's it has a thing in the inside. It's like a key. It has an index, pages, and it's numbered pages, and it has like the dot grid. So I found this at my local bookstore, and I thought, you know what, I like the size of it being larger, because I always felt like I had a hard time fitting things on the smaller pages for some reason. I know a lot of people really like that that size, but I just was really happy to find this large size. Now I haven't tested the paper yet, so we shall see what we shall see about that. So that I am really excited about, because that gives me the most flexibility. And like in my current planner that I have, it has like the vertical columns, a lot like how it had in the Happy Planner, and that just wasn't enough room for me to put my to-do list and also like list things out, like my card of the day and that kind of stuff. And so I'm excited to have this space to put like my daily tasks and to-do lists, but also like my spiritual life stuff, like my daily, my daily card. And I also like to do keep track of like card of the week, and sometimes card of the month, and then like I do crystals, and it sounds complicated, but it's gonna be nice to have it like all right in one spot. So I'm excited to start that and try out some different layouts and see what works. So a couple of the other things that I like to use, I found this notebook last year. It's kind of like a traveler's notebook, I guess. It's got these, you can put these little notebooks in with the little elastics. So I use this for my book notes. I get these little notebooks. They're not too expensive at Michael's, and I will when I start a new book, I will take notes in these. But what's happened is I've also I keep this by my bed, and so a lot of times I'll just grab this and I'll start writing lists in here. Like if I'm reading a book and I want to remember something, and that's fine because it's book notes, but if I see a video on YouTube and I want to remember something, like I'll write it down in here, or if I just get a random idea, and I haven't kept it organized. So it's something that I really love having this, but on my to-do for 2019 is to get this reorganized, so that I have one notebook for lists, and then I use my other ones for the books, so I keep everything kind of together. So that is that one. And then these last couple ones, I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to use them. This one I think would fit in my purse. This is a Blue Sky portfolio. It's kind of like the Traveler's Notebook system. It has you know, like it has like a daily planner type thing in here for January through June, which has, you know, has like some monthly things. It actually is kind of nice. Like it has the monthly setup, but it also has, you know, weeklies. It doesn't have a lot of space, but then over here it has a to-do area, a call, errands, notes, you know, kind of a thing. So thought that would be really helpful to have like when you're out and about. And this might end up being like a book for, you know, grocery shopping list or something like that. Because right now I just have several of these these style books. I carry a couple in my purse. One is a for grocery lists, and the other is for notes. Like if I go out, like the other day I went to a book club meeting and I took that, you know, to take notes. So I thought it'd be nice to kind of have everything in here, plus a calendar. Because right now I just, when I'm out, I use my calendar on my phone, but I don't always put the information in there because I just don't like entering it into my phone. So it'd be nice to have this and to actually kind of write down like when I'm out doing with the kids. So if I'm out like on a play date, I can be like, yeah, let me check and see if we can, you know, get together that day or whatever. So that would be nice. And then the last one is this one. So this is kind of like my little calendar, and this is mostly for keeping track of like the lunar phases and astrological associations, because I'm going to try to learn more about astrology this year. That's one of my goals. Right now I've been using the Llewellyn's Witch's Date Book, and I really like that. I like, you know, the little information that you get. It does have the monthly layout, which I like. I think it didn't used to have that, if I'm remembering correctly, but and it has, you know, all these little articles in the front, so it's informative. And so, I mean, it's great. But this one I decided to try this year because I like the fact that it's like got color pictures. It's got a lot of astrological information. It seems like it does. Like it has all this ephemeris. Like I don't even know. Like this is how I don't even know what it really is all for or how to read it. But I'm hopefully gonna learn that this year. And then I love these little calendars on the back too, in the back of the book. So I'm thinking of, I've seen somebody on YouTube actually, like pull the pages out of this and put it in a bullet journal. So that might be what happens with this. I don't know, but mostly I just wanted this so that I could be able to look up. I know you can look up online like a lot of this stuff, and maybe I will do that, but I like having it available to look up and see what phase the moon is. And I believe this is in Eastern time. So so that's nice. So yeah, the Astro Moon Diary of 2019, which I am also, it's fun to try new things sometimes. I like tried and true, and I've been using the Llewellyn's date book for, I mean, years and years and years. Like so many years, and I just kind of fallen out of the habit, and I got it last year, and it's nice to have. I just use it down here to keep track of things that I'm doing like online and that kind of stuff, and that's been really great. And so I might get it again just for that reason, but I do like having the smaller one, and maybe that's what that will turn into, so we'll see. But I am just excited to like really dig in and get started on these, and kind of combine like tarot into my like daily planner. So because that's something that I've really kept separate up until now, and I've been seeing a lot of people like how they combine their tarot into their like in their planner and into their like daily, you know, spreads and all that stuff. So I'm excited to give that a try, because I think that'll help me actually incorporate the knowledge from the tarot into my everyday life, which is like my ultimate goal, is to like, you know, live the spiritual life and not just like learn about it and then switch back from like mundane life to spiritual life to mundane life. Like my goal is to just have like my beautiful mundane spiritual life, you know, just like it's all combined like everywhere I go, kind of. Not that there's not like separate like sacred space and stuff, but to kind of bring that knowledge to use. Like I want to use that knowledge all the time, not just like at night after the kids go to bed and I'm reading, you know, like, I don't know if that makes sense. I could just be like off on a weird ramble right now, but so that's my planners for 2019, and I would be really interested to hear what you're, if you're still listening, like I would love to hear like what you are doing for your planner for 2019. If you use any of the like the discbound or the bullet journals, and you know what are your favorite planners. So I hope you're having a wonderful week. It's getting close to the end of the year, and hopefully I will talk to you soon. All right, have a good one. Bye.